Good morning, class 9. This is computer class. Today we will continue our chapter number 7, that is input in Java. In my last classes, I explained you the topics from this chapter: package, import statement, and then I explained you that what is the use of packages and about the scanner class. It means how by using scanner class you can give the input, means how you scanner class is useful to read the input given by the user. In my last Zoom class I also explained you one program by using scanner class and by importing the package util. And then in my last video, I also explained you types of errors: syntax error, logical error, and runtime error. Today, in this video, I will explain you some programs. Okay? Just watch properly, carefully this video in which I will explain you some programs. Some programs are given in your book and some are from outside, so that you can understand it in better way. So let's start our programming. First of all, I will explain you one program you can see, which you can see on your screen, that is write a program about yourself. This is very simple, very basic program. By using scanner class, you have to write about yourself. So for that purpose, I told you by using scanner class, if we have to write the program, first of all, we will import the package. Which package? Util. Util.star means in the package util, how many classes are available. Those all classes we can avail in our program. So scanner class is also the part of package util. So that's why I was written here import, means for the use of this package util, import it. Okay, and what it will import? Entire util package, in which I was given dot star. Star means how many are there, including scanner. All the classes we can avail here. Then after importing, remember that before the declaration of class, we will import the packages. Otherwise, it will give you error. So after importing the package util, we will declare the class. My class name is myself. After that, I will declare here the function input. You can give any other function name or any other class name also. Now, after creating this function, we will create the object of this scanner class, and through this object, after creating this object, we can give all the inputs by using this object. So here I have created object SC of the class scanner. This is object name can be any other name also. This is just a object name. So here the object name is SC. Scanner SC means object of scanner class equal to new scanner system.in. It means it will allocate, you know that new is the keyword which will allocate the memory for you, which will allocate the memory for you. So when we are creating the object, it wants the memory allocation. So that's why with the help of new keyword, we will allocate the memory. So how many inputs we will give, that will be allocated in that created memory. So that's why we are using this statement. Just you have to learn this statement. This is the syntax to create the object of a scanner class, and uh, to use the new keyword for a scanner class. Scanner object name new scanner system dot in. Now we will give our message to the user. So this program is about the myself. So obviously I will give the information about myself, means my name, my father's name, my mother's name, my school's name, and my age. These all information I am giving here. So first of all, user will get the information. So we will use here system.out.println. Print statement we will use here. Then we will, my name is of string type. You know that there are different data types in which we can store different types of values. So name, my name or your name is, of course, it is in the string form. So we will take the variable name, it is of a string type. And how we will give the input, object name dot next line. For string, next line. For integer type of value, next int. For double type of value, next double. For float type of value, we will write object name dot float, next float. These all I explained you in my last Zoom class. So in the same way, we will give here input. Enter your name. So we will give here in the variable name, which is of a string type, equal to sc dot next line. Next entry about the father's name. So again, this next variable f name is of a string type, sc dot next line. Mother's name, again it is the new variable of a string type, equal to sc dot next line. School's name, then again its name is name, so it is again it is of a string type, sc dot next line. Then age, age is of course it is of which type of value, age will be in the integer, so we will take it int age. This variable is of age, variable is of integer type, and how we will enter sc dot next int. Now my marks, total marks, double marks can be in decimal also, point also, so I have taken here in the form of double data type. My variable is marks, double marks equals to sc dot next double. So in this way I have given all the entries. Now it is the time to print these all given information. So first one is system.out.println. You know that to give the output we are using println function, system.out.println. So my name is, and then we will print what? Name. So name will give here the value stored in the name. Here it will print the value stored in f name, means father's name. Then here it will print m name, means value stored in variable m name. Then s name, it means it will give the value stored in the s name. Then age. Age means it will give your age, which is stored in the variable age. And marks will display your total marks. In this way, first we will give the entries about all the details, and then we will print it. Okay, so this is the program, simple program about myself. Now I will compile it. I will compile this program. No syntax error, you can see here. Now I will run. This was my program, myself. I will create the object. Okay. This was my function name. So first of all, it is asking about your name. I am giving my name, Amit Khanna. Enter your father's name. Okay, Rahul Khanna. Enter your mother's name, Maya Khanna. Then enter your schools. So SAS, St. Anthony's School. Enter your age, 15. Enter your total marks, 876.98. Okay. So when my input will over, as soon as my input will over here, it will give all the information. Means it will print all the information which I was given in this um, detail. My name is, then father's name, mother's name, school name, age, and total marks. So these are all the entries. This is the program about the myself. Okay. Now the next question, sum and average. Means in this program we have to find out the sum and average of the given 5 numbers. Not given, but means we have to give the values of 5 numbers, and then we have to add, find the sum and find the average. This question is given on page number 151, question number 11. In this question, you have to input, calculate and display the average of 3 numbers. But here I have taken 5 numbers. Okay, so this is question number 11. Not exact question, but almost it is like the question number 11. So before watching this question, before watching this video, just open your book, page number 151. So I start my program by importing the package, import java.util.scanner. What I told you, you can write star. Star means all the classes of util package you can avail, and here directly I have written util.scanner. Means from the util package I want to use scanner class. Okay, I am importing it. Now after importing a statement, we will use here class. My class name is sum and average. You can give here any other class name also. After the declaration of class, I will declare here variable that function. That function name is sum average. After the declaration of class and function, I will declare the variables which I required in this program. So this is also possible that in the statement where you are giving the values, here also you can declare these variables. It is of which type, it is of int type or double type or float type, or in the beginning only you can declare these variables with their data type. In my last program, I was, you can see here, in my last program myself, I was giving the data type there only. When I was giving the value, that time only I was declaring the uh, variables. But here, first of all, I am declaring here the variables in the beginning of this program. Which variables I want? First of all, I want 5 variables for the 5 numbers. They are N1, N2, N3, N4, and N5. These all are of float type. Next one, I want one variable to store the value of sum. This is also a float type. And last one is AVG, average. Okay, it is also a float type. Now we will create, after the declaration of these variables, these required variables, we will declare the object of scanner class, scanner SC. This is must, very important statement, creating the object of the scanner class, because after that creation of object, each and every statement, each and every input you have to give now with the help of this object only. Scanner SC, new scanner, system.in. Now we will give the message to user, enter 5 numbers. So first number will store where? N1. Already I declared here, it is of float type. So no need the further declaration of data type. So N1 is equals to SC dot next float. N2 is also SC dot next float. N3 is also SC dot next float. N4 is SC dot next float. N5 is SC dot next float. Sum. Now I was given the input in all these variables N1 to N5. Okay. Now I will calculate the sum. So you all know that how can we find out the sum? Sum is equals to, we will add all the numbers, and these all our numbers are stored in the variable N1, N2, N3, N4, and N5. So I have written here sum is equals to n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus n4 plus n5. Okay. And now after calculation of the sum, I will calculate the average. So AVG is equals to sum by sum. First of all, we will divide the sum by total number of numbers. So how many numbers are there? 5. So sum divided by 5. Very simple formula. You all know that. So now after the calculation, it is also necessary we should print those values with those calculated values. Don't that only after that only we can print the answer. So we will use here function which system.out.println. So I am giving here message the sum of n1. N1 means sum of as it is it will print. N1 will print the value of n, comma as it is. N2 means value stored in N2, comma N3 means value stored in N3, comma N4 means value stored in N4 variable, and is just a statement. And you have you can watch here which characters or which word or which string we have to print as it is. I have written in double quotes. You can see here the sum of is written in double quotes, comma, comma, this comma and this and. These all are written in double quotes, means as it is we have to print. Again n5. N5 is not in the double quotes. It means we have to print the value stored in n5. Okay. Then equal to, again we have to print as it is. Then we have to print the value of sum. Means it will print the sum of n1, n2, n3, n4 and n5 equal to sum. Next we have to print the average. So how we can print? First of all, we will give the message in double quotes, average of given numbers are. Then where is the average? In the variable AVG. Okay. So in this way we can give the input in 5 variables for the 5 numbers, and then after giving the input we will find out the sum of those numbers. Then we will find out the average of those 5 numbers, and finally we will print the sum and average of those numbers. Now I compiled it, no syntax error. So I will run this program. First of all, we will create the object. Now, which one we have to run? My function name was sum average. Okay, enter 5 numbers. This is the output of last program. Okay, see now the new output for new program, enter 5 numbers. First message I got means I have to now enter the first 5 numbers. First number I was given, suppose 5. Then second number 9. Then third number 16. Then fourth number 67. Then 32. Okay, so these are the 5 numbers. Sum of what it is giving, the sum of 5.0, 9.0, 16.0. Why it is coming in points? Because these all are of float type of variable. Okay, so that's why it is giving the output in float. 5.0, 9.0, 16.0, 67.0 and 32.0 equal to 129.0. And average of the given number, when we will divide this 129 by 5, because these are total 5 numbers, answer is 25.8. Okay, so in this way we can give the input of 5 numbers, then we can find out the sum and average of those numbers. Okay. Okay, children. So in this video, I explained you 2 programs, these 2 basic programs, myself and sum and average. Okay, so in my next video, which I will send you today only, you will watch these both videos. Okay, next video will also based on the programming, in which I will calculate simple interest and compound interest. Okay. So till that time, have a nice day.